welcome to another episode of the Pro Talk Podcast. I am your host, Mr. DAT, and these are my guys.
_T Hills. Follow me for more life advice.
Follow the man.
And I'm Raw Lyrics.
I'm Def Poet Supreme. Follow me at Def Poet on Instagram. I'm trying to get my followers up.
Trying to get his followers
Trying to
up.
get the followers up, man.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Every week we seem to be having new guests in the building. Ty,
Lord.
are we doing something right or are we doing something wrong?
I feel like we're doing
What's going
something
on?
right, man.
Okay.
Who's
I
yourself?
already got a question for both of y'all.
Oh, my
I really
God.
got a question for both of y'all. I'm about to interrupt.
Come on, go ahead, man.
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you the same question.
Okay.
When was the last time you seen Supreme, and when it was the last time you seen Supreme?
As far as like
perform?
perform?
I'm going to tell y'all now.
It was the short man. I remember I had got a jerk chicken plate with the mac and cheese. You heard me? I remember that.
Wait,
yeah.
that's the verdict?
Yeah, that was at the verdict. Yeah.
And man, what it was, and then what ended up happening was you was talking about Yo made a joke about you being a male nurse. I remember that. And then you went on.
Yo, you need to stop that, bro.
Shout out, yo, man.
And he was just talking, and I remember him like speaking, but like when you spoke, brother, I'm just being real. Like it was on some player smooth, like yeah, I can do it like this. I can switch it and do it like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
And then
crazy.
describing how you doing it, so like
Crazy.
that. But that was the last time I seen you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Let me
all
tell
right.
you. Hold on.
All right.
Now,
When the last time you seen
I
it?
was trying to give you leeway to
And
do
what
your
you
thing.
ate?
When the last time you seen Supreme?
Man, I don't know what month it was. That's how good this man was, right?
Come on,
It
man.
was. Man, God, we grown. Stop, man.
What he say?
Stop. He
He
said
said
pause.
pause.
Come on, man.
What he say? What he say?
What did I
Hold the
say?
pause.
He said he didn't know which month. That's how he knew how good this man was.
How do you pause that?
Come on,
You know how good this man
All
was?
right. I'm trying to get to it.
All right.
I went to the show. Matter of fact, we spoke about this whenever Poetress was here. Miss
Melancholy.
Miss
Melancholy.
Melancholy.
Miss Chocolate.
I told Miss Melancholy on my platform. I said, Miss
What'd you say?
Melancholy,
What'd you say?
Supreme cooked y'all.
Oh,
I ain't got no
talk
shame about it.
Poetry
Man,
Madness.
they
Poetry
That's what it's
Madness.
called. Poetry Madness, where
Poetry
it was
Madness.
girls against boys. Supreme was team captain on one side, and my girl,
Sabrina Hayes.
Sabrina, yeah.
Yeah,
My boy.
he kind of lacking. That's all.
Supreme came to cook. I'm talking about sizzling. You know how when you go to Chili's and you ask for the fajita and they bring the stuff out?
Yeah.
This man cooked them. First opening poem. Man talk about.
The galaxy in order.
Oh, gotta get the galaxy in
Come
order.
on, man. He said, I'll kill him and snap my fingers like Thanos
Come
and
on.
make them disappear and then
Yeah.
snap again. Make them. I was like, oh my
Listen,
God.
I look back there. Listen,
I was
he
like,
oh my
oh, hey. The funny part, right? The funny part, I went to that show expecting Sabrina to win. I'm going to be real with you.
Yeah,
Ain't that something,
I
bro?
expected Sabrina.
Oh, underdog supreme.
Yes,
man.
sir. I walk in that night and I told Supreme, I said, man, hey, man, I'm excited to see what y'all got going on because last time we was here, last time I was there, Sabrina cooked.
Yeah, Sabrina
did.
won the
Won the
$1,000 poetry
competition.
Yeah,
competition.
she did her
so
thing.
shout out to
Shout out
Sabrina.
Bree Hayes, man.
Yeah,
So
shout
I
out to
had
Bree.
my hope, but my boy Supreme said it right there. I got something for him tonight. I said, all right, I'm excited to see.
Gets like that.
And when he said that,
Gets like
I ain't
that.
gonna lie, big dog, I ain't gonna lie.
Come
I
on.
believe you, but I ain't believe you.
It gets like that.
I ain't think
Gets
you
like
would
that.
better like
come
that.
in like
It gets
that.
like that. That pressure. That pressure.
Brother, what made you want to bro, it was like battle rap and poetry form. So it's like you're doing this, clapping, scream. Dog, it went crazy. Why? Why?
Man, listen, man. I've been doing spoken word in New Orleans for like the past 15 years, you know. And me myself, I've kind of always been the person. I'm kind of to myself. You know what I'm saying? If I rock with you, I rock with you. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? Like, you know, Ryan. Me and Ryan met a couple years back. It was always a genuine thing with me and Ryan. So
Absolutely.
I rock with Ryan, you know what I'm saying?
sir.
So I'm a little more open to people that I rock with, you know what I mean? But I said all that to say, you know, by me being this way, you know, nobody never really gave me flowers for being good, you know what I'm saying? One of the other poets, shout out Rocket, man. Rocket told me one time, he said that my confidence can be confused as conceit. And I'm not, as arrogance, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not an arrogant person.
Yeah,
you know, people that tell me, oh man, I feel like you was the best tonight.
Yeah.
And I say, man, thank you, you know. But
Yeah.
stuff like that don't never really get to my head. Now,
Yeah.
fast forward to the
Performance, the competition.
the battle,
The
the
battle.
Poetry
Yeah,
Madness.
yeah, battle.
Yeah.
Like you said, you saw Bree. She won the $1,000 competition.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
She a
Yeah.
beast now. She a
Yeah,
beast.
she a dog.
Yeah, and Bree is a monster, man.
Yeah.
You
She a
know,
beast.
and I think she won something else, right? It
She-
was something else. The poetry show Jazz won.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
cooked in that thing.
Yeah,
you
she
know what I'm
cooked in that.
saying?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. She
I
always
wasn't
cooking.
too much proud of my previous performances.
Okay.
So that was a night where I was like,
Oh, I gotta show him.
I got to show
Ah.
him, man. You know, I was in the $1,000 poetry competition.
remember.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I never showed up with intentions to win.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Because I just love this. I love it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know, so, that night, though, I couldn't go down.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, what that would have looked like if I would have went up in there and went down?
Boy. And and it's crazy because I feel like y'all it's almost like y'all switched point of views where you were like, I'm coming with hunger.
Yeah.
And Bree came with like,
Yeah, she had to sew it up.
yeah. I don't want Russ. I
It's
gotta
not
watch
gonna
what I
be
say.
no Bree slandering in here. Like,
Russ,
you know,
so
I
I'm
go
just
hard
being
for
chill.
Bree now.
But Bree came very chill, like, I got this in the bag.
But
And I think
but to
that's
her
what-
point though, we didn't know what it was yet.
that's whose fault?
Yeah. Hey,
Huh?
look.
Huh?
Hey, if you stay
Huh?
ready, you ain't got to get
Come
ready.
on, come
You know what
on,
I'm saying?
come on.
Poetry Madness is
Come on.
going down, man.
Poetry Madness.
New
on.
Orleans versus Dallas is going down next month.
Next
man.
month.
Yeah. we're
Oh,
gonna
now
kill
look.
it.
Now listen, speaking of that, bro.
Yes.
Speaking of that, bro.
Talk about it.
If you want to talk about seeing something cook,
You want to see a dead body?
man, come next month,
Oh
man.
my gosh.
Wanna
No,
see a
hey,
dead
Come
body?
next. Listen,
Hey,
bro.
I'm
Listen,
in the
see
building.
that
check this out, bro. If you thought I cooked on Sabrina,
Oh my gosh.
these people about to get
Foreigners.
What's their name?
Oh.
DPC?
DPC.
DPC?
I would
stand
say
for?
shout out DPC, but we didn't give them enough publicity.
We gave him
You know what I'm saying? This-
Gunshot.
you know what I'm saying?
Come
on,
on,
man.
man.
They didn't jumped out there and they've been on. They got the Twitter fingers. You know,
Oh,
they've been
they-
talking
oh,
trash.
Meek Millie?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
they've been
gosh.
talking
Oh,
trash.
They've been talking
And,
noise.
You know,
They're
so
gonna try to come down to this backyard and teach us a lesson.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Like-
So-
Now I'm gonna ask you, Supreme, and this time I already know what you're capable of. So I'm asking you already knowing. But Ron told me, me and Ron was talking, and he was like, man, they don't want to see me. And it was before you had that back and forth with Dallas. You was telling me that before. He
Yeah.
was like, man, they don't want to see him on that stage. They don't want to see me on that stage because once I get on that stage, I'm not coming to play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told Ron, now Ron, I understand you confident, but what if you do get cooked? Don't be too cocky. So I'm gonna be real with you. Where are you with it? I mean, because what if they cook y'all? All I'm saying is, don't talk all of this, and then when time comes, you start fumbling, or you got to pull out the phone, or we ain't come. I'm just, are we really
Have
coming?
you
to
ever
cook?
seen him stumble?
I've been to 2.
Have you ever seen him stumble?
No, but the
Never
first
seen-
performance was here. That first performance from the competition, like he said, he ain't come with that. He ain't come with that. You know what I'm saying? I need this. The second one, he was like, I need this.
Hey, no,
So now I'm just wondering, what
Are you talking about me or Supreme?
He talking about Supreme.
I'm talking about Supreme.
Yeah, he
Oh,
talking
I'm
about
about to,
Supreme.
I'm about to growl on him real
No,
second.
no,
like,
no.
I'm about to
Jamie
growl on
Foxx
him,
and
man.
Ali.
Listen, I was just waiting for him to
Don't
get
let him
done
do it,
talking.
Jim.
I was about to say, man. Hey, listen. Let me
Okay.
let me make this clear, cause yeah.
Performing too that day, huh?
Yeah, Ryan is
Oh,
on the
I'm
team.
talking to y'all.
I'm
I'm talking to
defeated.
y'all.
Oh,
Ryan
you
is
know
on
what,
the
man?
team.
Listen,
I'm
bro.
talking to y'all then.
I'm the
Man.
team captain.
He the
Okay.
team captain.
Right? So
Okay.
I'm the team captain, and I have 5 poets. They have a team captain, and they have 5
Right.
poets,
So
right?
6v6.
Me and the team captain are going 3 rounds. Me
Yeah.
and him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the members on the team, they just going 1 round.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And listen, dude is done. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
Listen,
Okay.
I feel
Y'all
like
heard it here first.
I feel like Floyd right now.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Listen,
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
I
Listen.
feel like Floyd right now. You know what I'm saying?
listen.
That
I
is my
heard.
question. How do you study for how do you
Wait,
study
man,
for
let
something
the
like
man
this?
finish.
You do your due diligence,
Oh,
brother.
okay,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, man. You know, I'm a I'm gonna do my due diligence. Like I said, nobody's heard of these guys down here.
Oh my God!
Nobody knows who these guys
I don't know.
are.
I don't know if people. I don't know
know.
if people heard of them. Where they from?
Exactly. I don't even know if too many
I'm
people
Sweden.
in Dallas know.
I'm neutral.
I don't know if many people in Dallas know who these people
I
are.
apologize in behalf of Dallas because I for them to represent you guys and come down here, man.
These boys going
I'm
crazy.
sorry.
Get another team and bring them, cause this one ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
But guess what
This
though?
one ain't gonna work.
I'm gonna let one of them live so they can come back and tell y'all what happened.
Oh,
all right?
that's
yeah.
Roman
Shout out to
rules
Christina.
right
Shout out to Miss All
That's
Illusion.
the
This your
Roman
fault
Empire
though.
right
It's
there.
your
You
fault
gotta-
though.
Yeah.
It's your
my
fault.
God.
So I do my due diligence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And aside from the due diligence, I just hone in on what I do well.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Gots to.
And we make it art.
you know.
What do you feel
what
like
I
is your
mean?
strongest trait when it comes to like?
I think for me, bro, my ability.
I'm gonna let you say yours, and I'm gonna say why I think yours.
Okay.
Is.
I think my ability to talk about things that's not often talked about. You know what I'm saying? I have poems
Yeah.
that I write from personal experience or someone else's experience that gave me inspiration to write
Fire.
it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the typical, love poet. I'm not the typical, even though I do have a couple pieces that's, kind of on the erotic side, the things that I write about, you know what I'm saying, are things that you probably don't normally, hear at a poetry competition.
Yeah.
I mean, not a competition, but just a show period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I would say that I believe one of your strongest ability is delivery. I believe his delivery is one of the best in the cities. He's probably one of the. I tell him this all the time, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I feel like Supreme is one of the best poets in the world.
Really?
Yeah, in the world, because
Respect.
he
I appreciate
once he
that.
get up there, he demands attention.
Oh,
He definitely.
yeah.
Like I don't care what you're doing. If Supreme is up there and everything, you're gonna stop for a second.
That's because I'm passionate about what I've written.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I've written is, I'm not writing.
Just to write.
You could tell
Yeah.
poets that write poetry and they writing to get a reaction out the audience.
Absolutely.
Versus somebody like myself that I wrote what I felt that day, and I'm bringing it to you, and
Absolutely.
somebody out here gonna feel it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's coming from a real
You know
place.
what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Somebody, when I wrote, so you really gonna marry this nigga?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a popular
Oh,
piece.
yeah.
Very
That's
popular piece.
Yeah, that sounds.
Very
it's-
popular
hey,
piece.
But. Are you being a hater?
With that
In
poem?
that poem? Yeah. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Are you hating on my boy because he
Slick
got
aside,
it?
yeah, he's
Come
slick
on,
aside,
come on.
nigga. That ain't slick aside, nigga.
Come
He's
on.
slick aside.
Come
Yeah,
on.
you're right.
Is
He's
it-
slick
come
aside.
on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Is
Yeah,
it
it's-
hating if you've been busting her down too? Is it hating?
Yeah. Because
I don't know. Hold
No,
on.
no,
Let's think
no,
about
no,
it. Let's think
wait,
about it.
wait,
Let's
wait,
think about it.
wait,
Yeah,
wait,
let's
wait,
think
Is
about
it
it.
hating?
It's more like releasing.
You know what though? But you know what?
Nah.
But you know what? You know what? If you are knocking down a chick, if you listen to the piece, he said, "Yo, I'm there for you." You're
Yeah.
a mentor. He's probably taking care of her, giving
Yeah.
her money to taking her out on date, make her feel like a real woman. Then all of a sudden, all his hard work, goes to waste.
Oh, so in the poem,
Now she's swallowing it. That's what she doing.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't let her work.
Yeah, how you gonna do all that to go marry him? How you gonna do all that to me and then go marry him?
Hey, but isn't it
And I
like?
can't say nothing?
I mean, you can say, but it can be viewed as hating because the better man won. What? Because in
Is he
this-
really the better man?
Because
How did the
why did she
Or
leave?
did
then?
the
Why
most
did she leave?
stupid
That's
man
personal
won?
preference.
She
But why did
married,
she leave?
She
Personal
married,
preference.
she married him
So-
off of
That's her
convenience.
opinion.
No. So okay, me and my wife together right now.
Right.
Right? Me and my
Checking
wife.
out, checking out the conversation. Checking out.
Hold on, let's talk about
Wait,
it.
let's
Is
get
it
real.
good when you make it personalize it?
Come on.
Personalize it, make it
me and-
real.
So
Yeah.
me and my wife's together
I
right
love
now,
her.
right? If I'm doing everything I think, not what I think she needs from me. If I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, I don't see her finding somebody else to even entertain her if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So if she leave, it's a thing that you're lacking, and she found it somewhere else.
But he's not talking about her leaving.
But that's not true though.
That's what you said.
That's not true though.
He found somebody else.
That's not true though. That's
Okay,
not. I mean,
okay.
I'm not.
Paint me the other side. Paint me the other side.
I'm taking your situation
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
it because
no,
this
of course.
feels awkward.
Yeah.
But
Come on, you know.
but a woman would cheat on you for doing everything right.
What is everything right?
But
what are we?
no.
What is
Have you ever? Have you
question.
ever heard of a dude that worked for his wife, came home to her, then cheat on her, then lied to her, respect her, loved her, nurture her, and she say, "You just boring."
Yeah.
So I got to go get assignment somewhere else.
Yes.
To the
Well,
dude
that's
that,
what I'm
yes.
saying.
That's
What
what
is right? How do you know
Yeah.
that you checking all the boxes on the list?
man, I started
and
an
this and
argument
that?
just to keep the juices
You know,
flowing.
not just because.
Like we ain't argue all
That's
month.
toxic.
Like,
That's toxic. That's toxic.
Get up the ball.
That's definitely toxic.
I would get an argument going just to get the. Listen, I'm gonna start
Why
a
these
problem.
clothes ain't folded? Huh?
That's
They
definitely
was.
toxic.
I just kicked them.
Listen. I'll be right around the corner. You know, I'm gonna just park for a little bit, stay outside for an hour and everything. Where you at? Hey, you know, don't worry about where I'm at. Like, you know, I'm right
That's
around
toxic.
the corner.
That's
like,
toxic.
I gotta keep the juices flowing,
But
man.
I agree, right? You have what are the right things? That's why when I in my scenario, I said when I'm doing what she requires of me, not really what I think I should give her, right? So if I'm doing everything that she requires from me, I think she ain't going nowhere. Okay, so why you single, T?
As you should. As you should think that, brother. You should
I got
think.
7 baby mamas. You think
That's the problem.
7?
That's the problem.
No, I'm just playing.
One day for every day of the week.
I'm about to start sweating. Just now that brother said 7.
I'm
But
stressed.
to Supreme point, yo, I don't believe that there is a right or wrong because I've seen guys got bad girls from doing them wrong, and I've seen guys that do good that do. So you know, it ain't that. To be honest with you, just me personally, I'm gonna let you know. I just believe that a lot of people don't have God in their life. You know, and when you lean on men, you know, y'all just, blind leading the blind.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm with that.
if you have some level of belief in you or some study of, higher power or whatever, I believe that I'm learning. I believe that that's the way. That's just my personal opinion.
I'm with
who
you.
I am
Yeah,
today.
I gotta disagree, man.
Okay, let's
Let's
go.
I gotta
come on,
disagree.
give it-
Now,
give it to us.
I will say that having God or some type of higher power is a very small portion of it because it gives you a moral compass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what makes you feel guilty if you went cheated.
Yeah.
You know, God is frowning on this.
Yeah.
You know, because ain't nobody saw it but God. You know what I'm saying?
But how come you don't feel guilty until after you're done?
You know, because that's when God frowns upon it. You know what I'm saying?
When you're done, huh? He wanted to see
I'm gonna
it
let
too.
you finish. I'm gonna let you see if you gonna really do this. You know
I ain't
what
about
I'm
to
saying?
let you play with my God now.
What I'm just saying.
I ain't about to let you play with my God.
So
I don't think-
you just in heaven over here.
I don't think no. But what I'm trying to say is
No, Satan.
He said,
People-
God, watch your porn.
I rebuke you. Man, we ain't having the holy water, man.
I ain't got it.
You don't
I ain't
got it? Okay. All right.
people will do things and then
Yeah.
blame it on God
I
or
agree.
blame it on the devil.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a
People will
different
do
right
you wrong. You know, people will act selfishly and then come back. Look, bro, I saw something on TikTok the other day, blew my mind, bro. It was a white woman, said she was married to her husband. You heard me? They was married 14 years. He found out that she was cheating on him. Check this out.
Okay.
He found out she was cheating on him for 10 years of the 14 years they've been married.
Jesus
They have 3 children together. 2 of her children is for his brother.
No.
And listen to me, bro. Listen. The lady said all of this, bro, and said that she want to thank her church and God because without him praying and this and that, it allowed him to forgive her and stay married to her.
He got some good, son.
So what I'm telling you is God is only a small portion before we start manipulating things into. Now you tell me, your wife, you say you're married.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You've stumbled across something one day and she's been in a relationship for 10 years. Your kid's not even for you, brother.
No, my gosh. Jesus.
Can God touch your heart, brother? To stay with that woman?
You can touch my gun.
I think
Right.
I think God can am I going to allow him to? Back to your point, accountability. Right? God can do everything we allow him to do.
Right.
But it's up to us to let him and be open to that. So I think yes.
Yes.
Now what I want, I don't know if I can forgive that one. That one is tough.
Man, there's a story in the
Okay,
Bible about
okay,
Abraham
okay.
almost sacrificing his son, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, everybody got to die. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Man, think about that, bro. You think about how messed up you got to be, son.
Nah, I'm with you. You're right.
You your brother?
Well, look, let me push it one step further.
Uh-huh.
Let's say you did get heavy in prayer and forgive her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Strong, man.
What happens if it happened again?
Nah, see, the Bible says you gotta forgive, man, 77 times, 77 times, brother.
Well,
Nah.
Hold on, I ain't read that part.
I read it.
I didn't read that part. What that
Well,
was?
you have it.
No.
What was that?
You got to think about it. If you know your wife a freak,
no, but I
and
can
she been doing that with him and also with you, like you can. That's where your mind gonna go. Your mind gonna be like, God damn, like
No, I
it's
can
gonna be hard
forgive
to be
her,
with her.
but I don't think I'm staying.
But my dog.
That's
said
be
it
hard.
earlier.
That's
My
a
dog-
tall
that's
feat.
what I'm saying.
would
That's
you-
a tall
if
feat.
you was Cassie's husband, would you forgive her for all that? That's your wife, and you found out that she did all that. Like, would you forgive her?
And she was getting smashed.
That's
on
your
the
wife,
phone.
though.
Nah, y'all tripping. Nah,
She was getting
that's
smashed on
different.
the
No,
phone while niggas
That's
was
his
on
wife, though.
FaceTime,
That's his
bro.
wife.
Yeah, come on.
That's his
Supreme.
wife.
Come
no,
on.
No, but you said Cassie, so that's a specific scenario. She wasn't married to that man
Right.
till
I'm
after.
talking about the white
Right.
man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She married him after all of that.
Yeah.
She didn't marry him during
She
all
married
of
a
that.
white dude.
She was with him though.
She
During?
was. Yeah, she
Yeah,
was.
doing
with
some
him.
of this.
no.
Yeah. She
They
was
was,
with
he
him
was on
towards the
FaceTime while
end.
she was getting smashed. They
Yeah,
exposed
towards the
that.
end, she was with him.
Towards
The
the
white.
end.
I'm talking about the white man.
Yeah, towards
Yeah.
the end. Towards the end, she was with
She
him.
was with him.
Because it brought that up. Like, that was the big.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But he knew she was with Diddy, too. He knew that.
Yeah, he knew that.
He was the side dude.
No, I
to be
get
honest
it.
with you.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
because they had
was-
they had an open relationship. I know that part. I just didn't know. Oh wow, so could you date someone after that? Could you?
Hey, how much money she got from Diddy?
About
30,
30,
I think she got 30.
That's what he did it for. That's what he around for.
But he did it.
He got a $30 million woman,
They,
man.
they had been married for like 5 years by
He
that
knew
He
time.
knew that money was coming.
White people,
They knew that.
White people different.
They knew that.
White
Probably
people
had been texting Diddy. Hey, look, you ain't gonna send that money. Hey, but you know we gonna let. You
Tell
know
him,
we gonna
baby.
jump out there.
Tell
you
him,
know.
baby. Tell him what he
Hey,
did to you,
look, it's
baby.
Christmas, Diddy. You ain't. You
Tell
know.
him, tell
You
him.
don't want to send some money, Diddy. It's Christmas,
Like, tell
Diddy.
him-
You know.
Wrap it up.
Yeah. All right. Well,
That's
you leave us no
crazy.
choice.
There's no choice.
Take that. Take that.
Take that. Listen, but hey, listen, but watch this though. I'm gonna call it. He's gonna divorce her, and then within the next
Oh, yeah, they
decade,
done.
he's gonna divorce her.
Nah,
They done.
I'm
It
calling
was too
now.
much.
He got 3 kids
You
together.
can't. You
They
can't
got
lay
one.
with this woman at
Mark
night.
this right now. Mark
He
this right now.
knew.
He's gonna
But
divorce
To
her.
y'all point, he knew this already.
You was-
Why would
you-
this change all of a
I
sudden?
didn't know niggas
Because
was
the
peeing on
money.
you.
He need to get his cut of the money,
Yeah.
and he gone, man.
gone.
I
Only
guarantee you that.
So-
I agree with
Only
Ryan.
thing that he got to do is this. Cassie's a liar. You know, she's bringing harm to me and my kids. And people going to look at him and say, oh, my God, I can't believe that Cassie, did this to this man. And he stuck right beside her through that whole Diddy trial and
Oh,
everything like
okay.
that. You know
I
what?
can see that.
Give him the whole $30 million.
They gonna make an excuse for her.
They ain't gonna
They
do
gonna
that.
make an
They
excuse for
gonna-
her.
My bad, brother.
She's damaged.
What he gonna do is he gonna get half, divorce
Yeah,
settlement.
yeah, he
he gonna
get
get
that.
spouse support, and he gonna get the kids. Say, man, I
Absolutely.
can't have my kids around this.
Absolutely.
He gonna get child support.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
he gonna get that 30 over
He gonna get
time.
that. He
The
gonna
same
he
thing
gonna
women
that money.
do, bro.
Yeah.
Same thing. What I say is this, man. It sounds like a business plan.
Sound like a business plan.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I could stick around.
You could?
For 30 million?
30 million.
Man, look, and we having sex and you know what I'm saying? The kids gonna bind me to you and the money. You know what I'm saying?
I love you even more now.
This dude right here.
You know?
Listen, I ain't with him. Like,
I got it.
we team members, but I ain't with him.
I was just saying.
I like it.
Hey,
I like that.
you
I
said
like it.
yourself, dude
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, I
get
like
the
it.
money.
He
Yeah, I
gonna
like
get the money,
You know,
but I
listen,
can't.
how
listen.
can you really say you gonna live the rest of your life with a woman that used to put another man's sperm on another man's nipples?
Okay.
Listen,
No, but
How are you gonna make a quote unquote honest woman
out of the
out of a woman?
You know how many hoes are wives?
Say, bro.
yeah.
You know how many?
Yeah, and you know what happens
You
when
wrote a
dudes
poem
find
about
out?
one. You wrote a
You know what happened when brothers find out?
What they do?
Go watch CSI in the first 48 and all that. When dudes find out,
take a road-
dudes snap.
They take a road trip, huh?
Yeah.
Go to the mountains. And she never come. That's
Dudes
crazy.
snap when they find out that they didn't spent the last 15 years with a
Oh.
Yeah, I couldn't do it just because.
What's worse?
I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it because just the she said the peeing on her and everything like that. I get easily disgusted.
Could you imagine looking at you?
I get easily disgusted.
Nasty.
I just easily get disgusted. Like I'm gonna put it this way. Let me tell you how bad it is with me.
Mm-hmm.
A woman can't even fart around me.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
no, you crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't mind.
That's
That's crazy.
like you can't like you like man. I'm turned off.
That's
Yeah.
I'm turned off.
Well, see, look, but this is the
off.
point I think, though. Every man, when they get with a woman, you want to feel like it's some type of first that she's experiencing with you.
True.
Be it, y'all go to
I'm with you.
different.
What first over girl got?
Yeah, she ain't got no first.
None.
Brother.
I know a chick with 6 kids.
Another man's sperm on another man's nipples.
Yeah. She might be the first one to ever do that in history, probably.
Are you ever gonna get that kinky with her?
Man,
You got to be petty and
She
just wake up
ruined,
one
bro.
day and just pee, like your
She
morning
ruined,
piss,
bro.
just pee on her.
She ruined, bro.
To be honest with it, he just gotta.
She
They gotta
ruined,
bring.
But she
bro.
pretty though.
They gotta bring animals in.
She
like-
pretty, and that's what's gonna keep her going for a little while.
Yeah, but pretty
who's
died.
really honestly gonna approach Cassie and really want to say, I could marry her?
I think other men that do that kind of freaky stuff. I don't think. Look. I think.
Would you do it?
Cassie? No, I wouldn't. Do it.
Yeah, I can. I'm with my
Nah,
boy
I
over here.
wouldn't.
I
That's a,
couldn't do
that's
it.
a tall feat, brother.
I wouldn't.
Would
do
you
it.
go
That's
to
a
a Diddy
tall
party?
feat.
No.
What?
That's
No.
crazy.
You want to go?
What?
I'd go.
I know you
Hey,
would.
he
I
say
know
he'll
you
go.
would.
I'm trying to smash on one of them jokes.
No.
Nah,
Man,
brother.
it's-
Lift up that
You
skirt, get
shall-
some balls
Nah,
on the
thank you.
Bruh.
You shall be getting
No,
smacked.
you might be smashing and look up,
Diddy
and this
behind
boy
you.
back there with a cowboy uniform on in the corner.
And a Coca-Cola.
Yeah, man.
doing it like
Rubbing
that.
baby
Slow
all on
down,
his
slow
chest,
down.
looking at you like that. Ain't no Diddy was in the corner.
I ain't no did it, no
That's-
did it, no
that's-
did
As soon
it.
as you
wild.
finish, bring that over here.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Take
so-
that, take that, take
Put
that.
it on my nipples.
Take that.
Come on, man. That's wild, bro. That's wild.
I know.
Run to the back. Run to the back.
I know T would because T has said some outrageous stuff on this podcast for years now. So I think T would really go. I think T would really go, and I really think T wouldn't mind being watched. Now I don't know if T would care.
I don't know.
If,
Watch, what you mean, watch?
You don't mind
being
Diddy in the
watched.
corner.
Like you don't mind
He can
someone
put a camera in there.
watching
I don't
him.
want him in
Like
there, though.
if you hear somebody in like a group of people watch,
No, just did it.
Really?
I don't know where we at, man. We need to go to
One
the next
thing we
subject.
know,
I don't know what's going on there. I don't know
Diddy
what's
never
going
tried
on.
to penetrate a man or been
next question.
penetrated.
What? They
No.
said, man.
Well, yeah, they did
vibe.
say Diddy used to,
vibe.
you know.
Yeah, Diddy vibe.
All right, so I'll tell you what.
Bi-
So
bisexual.
So if Diddy gave you 100,000 to smash a girl in front of him, you'll do it.
Hell yeah.
All right. Hold on. But
That's easy money,
what
man.
if while you smashing and he just walk around there and be like, "Good job, boy," smack you on the ass while you doing it. Like you'll still do it.
He ain't put his
Come
finger in
on,
my
T.
ass.
Come on, no.
Like,
No.
I'm just saying.
Hey, brother.
And like he put his finger in my ass. Like, he just said
Let's
good job.
put a price on our soul.
I might go hard. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just keep going,
I'm
man.
telling you, Ty is
saying.
wild.
Ty freak.
No,
Time
I'm just saying.
Time with all the shit.
Y'all act like he went up there when he smacked. He put
Yeah.
his finger all in my ass. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Ty-
he just good job.
Your
Ty
booty
is-
jiggle and everything when he smack you, bro.
Nah, that's
Oh, man.
That's my
Oh,
problem.
man.
Ty
I need
is
to go to the gym. Not the best man.
the jiggle. Ty is a freak.
Ty freak.
And
Wait a minute, hold on, wait. We
said it's
can't
my
go
problem.
past
My
that.
bad. Go ahead.
That
He
boy said
walking
it's my
past the
problem.
visual of Diddy walking past this man,
Yeah.
smacking him on the butt and his butt jiggling.
his butt jiggling,
I'm sorry. It's
That's crazy, bro. That is funny,
Hey,
bro. That's,
Take that, take
T
that.
is willing to do whatever for money, man.
Yeah, that's
No.
man.
You,
Bro.
hey, look, staying on relationships. Do you have one? Do you have a question?
What?
You about to pose a question or no?
Nah, go out. I'm just saying, man.
Staying on relationship. I saw this the other day on the podcast, and
Okay.
it was an interesting question.
Man.
Okay.
And I want to pose it to a room full of men. If your partner died, no, I lied. Let's say we die and we're in a relationship. Are you okay with your girl then dating your best friend or end up marrying? Let me paint a scenario now. Usually, if you and your girl and him and his girl are friends. Y'all are all coupled up, right? Y'all become really close friends. Man, that's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. So you know what I'm saying? Whenever the dude die, the partner is comforting the wife. Hey man, you all right? You need money for bills? How the kids doing? How you been?
little too much comfort there,
How you
brother.
been maintaining? How you been doing?
A little too much comfort there,
And
brother.
eventually they, you know,
I wish
they
How you
get along.
doing?
So-
You all right? You all right?
The ride on.
So my question
Come on, man.
but you're dead.
You already got the answer. Me.
No,
Like,
but you're dead.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
They can die too.
But you're
Nigga,
dead.
that- ooh.
Man, listen, I be in
Right,
heaven
so
like
he coming from the
man,
afterlife,
listen,
wanna take y'all
man,
out.
No, because at the end of the day, bro, listen. If you my brother, you my partner, like you my dog, man, like that, that's disrespecting you.
Right.
Even if I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, like you would not honor that, I don't even want to even play with that because my loyalty runs too deep. I won't even feel right as a person getting up, like knowing that I'm messing with my partner, like loving his life. Like that's crazy. Like it's billions of women in this world and I gotta get his.
Well, you know, proximity is what makes us fall in love with. Yeah,
That's
she
true.
close. Hey, girl, how you doing, man? You all right?
That's a little
Making
too
sure-
close, bro. Let me
Nah,
tell you
man,
something,
nah,
partner.
negative.
Me and my partners,
Uh-huh.
you know, especially my partners that I've known for 20 plus years, you know what I'm saying? We don't even look at each other girls, bro.
Right.
Facts.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You know,
So
listen, bro, I'll never look at you, you know what I'm saying? That's just not,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, I was just at his house, you know what I'm saying? I spoke to this girl, you know, this and that, but look,
Never. Yeah.
out of respect for you, if I see her somewhere, oh, hey, how you doing? Or, you know, whatever, but
That's
getting close, like, I'm over here
we
picking
kinda-
your
we kinda-
child up,
we
bringing
kinda-
them to the park.
We kind of
What?
broke up though, but that's my baby mama though.
But you know, but still, you know, my bad. You right. I stand
Ron
corrected.
said-
My bad. You know what I'm saying?
You
But
know,
even
I'm
that's
healing
even,
right now.
That's even better. Of a,
I'm
of a-
healing.
Right. He healing. He healing. But that's even better of an example. You know what I'm saying? He not with her no more. How would that look?
Nah, but that's different. That's why I posted. You're dead.
Well, look, I don't really care what go on when I'm dead because I don't know nothing.
And
I
that's
don't
my
feel
point.
nothing. But
I'm with. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. Okay, we back.
But-
Okay, but
y'all got to live with that shit now.
Y'all
You know what I'm saying?
But
Y'all got to live with
here's
that.
the counter, right?
I'm dead.
But should there be a statute of limitations on how long? Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you've been dead for 5 years and she hit me up on the gram out of nowhere,
that's what I'm
saying
Wow,
she ain't had nothing
bro.
in a minute. She
This
needs
is-
some. Wouldn't you rather your boy take care of that?
I would not rather my
No,
boy.
no.
dead.
That's like you dying
dead.
and starting to marry your wife.
I'm dead.
See,
After 5 years, you being dead, you can't be mad at that.
see, this is.
You know what? You know what?
I
You
don't
can't be
understand.
mad at that after 5 years of you being
Why
dead.
you looking at you in your
Look,
eyes saying
I
this?
understand the logic of
He
y'all.
looking at you in your eyes
I get
saying
the
this.
logic. I get the
His
logic.
logic-
He like, you can't be mad now.
It's
If you
logical.
died in this 5 years, you can't be
If
mad.
you got with my girl that I was dead after 5 years, I wouldn't be mad.
Look, I get the
I'd be
logic,
dead.
right? Of you not
No.
just the thought of it can bother you, right? But
Yeah.
I feel like is that like a control thing? Because it doesn't matter.
You know, it's some tribes in Africa. When the wife dies, she automatically go to the brother.
I mean, when the husband dies,
Like, I mean, my bad. When the husband died,
She
the
automatically-
brother
Yeah,
takes
takes
over
over
the wife and the
In
kids.
the
and-
Bible too.
wait,
and
this,
this and
so,
that.
this ain't Africa, brother.
You know what I'm
So-
saying?
so-
This ain't Africa, brother.
So that leads me to think it's a cultural thing.
Man, listen.
It's a Western cultural thing.
I think it's brothers in that tribe that feel the same way. They just can't say nothing.
But you know, it's like whatever you grow up thinking and believing, that's what your mind, that's how your mind is developed.
Yeah.
So it's not like out of the blue, they throwing that to the side. Nah, man. Okay, we already know if she died. I'm not saying that your partner looking at your girl a certain way is just when
All
she
right,
died,
so
now
this-
you're comforting.
This was going to end all of this. If you purchase this home, like this home yours, it's paid off,
Mhm.
and you go somewhere and you go around the country or whatever like that, you out there doing your thing.
Mhm.
You don't come home in 5 years,
Mhm.
and so you come here, and somebody else living here.
You switching the
He wants you to be
gotta
dead. You gotta
if you
be
alive,
dead.
that's messed up.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
But
I
it's
don't
not
care-
if you dead.
If I don't care if I leave this house for 15 years, I don't expect you to mess with my wife.
Unless
I
you
don't care.
die.
If I, who cares? I'm not here.
Well, that's what I said.
You know what?
That's what I
Hey.
said. Y'all gotta live with that. You know what I'm saying?
It's like,
Kind of
man,
idiot, but you know,
Y'all
we
got to live with
How?
them my jeans in the closet when you come putting your work clothes.
Nah, you know, she threw that away.
You know what I'm saying?
She cleared that up. 'cause
Y'all
she-
got to live with that, man.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
I couldn't do it.
I just gotta. Well, no, you're worried about it.
I
Don't
couldn't
worry
do
about
it, man. I couldn't do it. It's a dude I work with. His best friend died, and he got his driver's license in his wallet. And I was like, why you got this man driving? Like,
Did he say why?
He said, that was just his best friend, and that's what he had
as a memory of it.
Yeah, in memory of his best friend. You know what I mean? So, and he said he go over there, visit the wife and take care of the kids and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Which I think that's it's a good partner, but I think if he fell into some funny business with the lady,
I do think people would look at it crazy.
That'd be her paying them back.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, because you did. What you doing?
What you doing?
What you did? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody got to scratch that itch.
You did, man. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what's worse? Your woman cheating on you with a man, or your woman cheating on you with a woman?
Let us start.
No, I don't want you to check on it. The more of the story, don't check on my woman when I'm dead.
Hold on, son. What's worse? Your woman cheating on you with a man, or your woman cheating on you with another woman?
A man.
Yeah, it gotta be a
man.
I don't even take that personally.
Gotta be a man.
With another woman. I'm gonna walk in.
I don't know now. I don't know.
I'm about to say, I think it's personal either way, but
some women, boy, they go cross that street.
They ain't coming back.
Shit, I didn't see that happen, boy. They go cross that street and come home and kick you out. Come home and kick you out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
All of a sudden, you ain't doing nothing right no more.
You're right.
You don't take the trash.
Listen.
You don't spend too much time downtown.
Listen,
There's all kind of stuff wrong with you, man.
Listen, I gotta say,
you need to go to the gym.
I gotta say something to the I gotta say something to the
You don't
studs.
compliment her enough.
Supreme
Listen,
crazy.
hey, I gotta say something. I gotta say something to the studs now.
Oh my gosh.
Rollin Words, we as a company, we love every walks of life, no matter where you come from, no matter what you like, whatever your sexual preference is and everything, man, this is a home for you.
Yeah.
But I do gotta say something. If we say ladies get in free at a certain time.
Talk about it, Ryan.
Oh, please don't.
Not transmissions.
No
trans.
I'm crazy.
I just want to know.
If you got a crank.
Because sometimes I'm confused. Because sometimes outside, I'll be like, excuse me, miss. Excuse me, miss. And they be like, yo, don't call me that. Don't, hey, I ain't no miss. But it's clearly a woman. It's clearly a woman. But I'll be like, oh, my bad, I ain't mean to offend you with, with your, what is it called with the he, him, she.
Gender,
the LGBTQ plus.
Yeah.
But
what's it called?
But you don't want to call you a man, which you are a man. But when this ladies get in free, you walking in there, motherfucker, trying to get in free. So it seems like it's only free when it's convenient. So I'm just saying, like, yo, like, help me out. I don't know what to call you because you want me to call you this way, but then you want to get the benefits of a woman when it's time to pay.
Yeah.
Hey. I'm just saying, if you really like that, and you really want to be pay the whole thing, man.
Yeah, like, pay the whole. Listen, Brandy, who's really Brandon?
Pay the fee, man.
If you pulling up with your old lady, Brandon, and you really Brandy.
If you gotta pull out,
y'all getting in free together. Go in there like a man. Be a man.
Be a man.
You want to be a man?
Be a man. If you got 20,
matter of fact, get a VIP table. Be a man.
You a big baller.
We love you.
Sunday, June 22nd, man.
Come
get a VIP table.
Yeah, we love
open
you.
mics, open wounds, man. Come get a
man.
VIP section.
We Johnson, man. We Johnson, man.
Supreme, I got a question for you.
Man.
What is the pettiest poem you think you've ever written? That man laughed. Hey, you already know off the top. He laughed.
Oh, man,
What's the pettiest poem you think you've written? Sounds like you already know.
The pettiest poem
pettiest.
I think I've ever written, bro. Hey, bro, I'm about to let you in on a little something, bro.
Here we go.
I'm a closed off individual, man. But I said this year I was gonna start talking about my life more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I did a stint in prison.
Okay.
And it was this CO lady. This was a BITCH, man. She was a black woman too, man. And I wrote this poem about her. It was called As Broke as I. Yeah, and in the poem I was telling her.
Wait.
In the poem I was telling her you know, how she was being pimped by the white man, you know, keeping us in chains, and, you know, she was a part of that. You know what I'm saying? I think that probably was the pettiest poem I ever wrote. You know what I'm saying? Nah, she ain't never heard it. You know what I'm saying?
Still.
Yeah, I probably would have still been back there.
We ain't letting him out. What is back there by himself?
But yeah, I think that probably was the pettiest. I wrote a poem, you know, about, you know, I never say names.
Yeah.
You know, Poetry Madness, I'm going to say some names.
Oh, my gosh. She ready.
Poetry Madness, man.
But, you know, for the most part, I just write about a situation, you know, and if it's a certain person that I'm writing about, I never really put names in it, you know what I'm saying? I wrote a poem called Changeling, you know, and I put it out, and like a month later, my baby mama called me. It was like, I heard your little diss poem.
She knew.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what diss poem? You know what I'm saying? And she was like, I know you was talking. I said, well, look, I never said your name. People that's close to the situation.
He didn't say her name, but he said her birthday, her social security, her address, the color.
I ain't said name. I ain't said no name.
Her favorite food,
I ain't
everything.
said no name.
I ain't point no elbows.
But if the shoe fit, you know, run around the block in it. You know what I'm saying?
What led you to start writing poems? Like how did that even come about? In New Orleans at that.
My mom was a poet, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
So my mom was a poet and the abstract artist, and my dad was a jazz musician.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
So, you know, I kind of got the musical side, and my mom was a writer. She was writing books and same shit I do. I'm writing a book right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, back in the G, it wasn't cool for no dude to be writing
That's
poetry.
what I'm thinking. I'm like,
you know,
being from New Orleans, and I'm like,
so a lot of my early poetry, I never shared with nobody, you know, and, you know, I started writing when I was like 8 years old, you know what I'm saying? Poems, right? My teachers used to give me little awards and put me in, you know, contests and all that. I used to win a lot, writing, you know what I'm saying? And when I got a little, like, towards being a teenager, I started rapping.
There it is.
I got a sister that used to rap with Suave House. So, you know, I got two sisters that rapped, you know what I'm saying? One of them was, with Tony Draper and them. She used to rap with 8-Ball and MJG and all them, you know. So, you know, she kind of turned me on to rapping. So then the poems turned into rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I was blinded by the rap. I just wanted to be a rapper.
Yes,
you know, but when I got older, I realized everybody was rapping.
Everybody doing it.
Everybody rapping.
The field is
Everybody
oversaturated.
rapping, you know, and then now, even nowadays, you don't even have to be a good rapper, just say something catchy, and you done took off, you know what I'm saying?
Flipping it, whipping it, flipping it, huh? You
know what I'm saying?
Coochie
pink, booty hole brown. That's my favorite one for the decade right there. You know what I'm saying? My coochie pink, my booty hole brown turned this lady into a superstar. That's something you rap, brother.
I do.
That's a line I would have never wrote. That's a line I would have never came up with.
I'm gonna be real with you. Even if I thought of it, I'm never releasing that.
Never.
I'm never releasing that.
You know
That's
what I'm
crazy.
saying? Yeah, you know.
We talked about that recently on the podcast when we had another guest on, because he's also a rapper, and Ty was pushing this idea that you should say anything to get on till you're on. Then once you're on, you know, you show them who you really are.
Right.
But I'm like, I can't break myself. Like, I can't do that.
That ain't gonna work. I'm gonna tell you why that ain't gonna work. Cause you gonna say whatever, and then when you get on, you're gonna say, "Oh, now I want to do this," and they're gonna say, "No."
Exactly.
You gotta stick to what's been selling.
Exactly.
You know
That's
what I'm
what
saying?
I'm trying to tell him.
Selling your soul.
Exactly.
Now you gotta stick to what's selling.
Little
You know what I'm
bloodshot.
saying?
That's what they call me. Little bloodshot. Little bloodshot. You ever shot somebody?
Yeah.
I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
So it's better to get on as your authentic self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To be yourself.
It is,
know.
but I'm saying if you gotta fake it to make it, I don't see nothing wrong with putting a couple of diamonds in your mouth and putting a chain on. You know what I'm saying? Going out there and
I mean,
saying some shit about killing somebody.
if money is your thing, then yeah. I mean,
That's what I was about
Should
to
money
say.
be our ultimate goal?
I mean, no. Sometimes it's
Yeah,
not.
but all
it's sometimes
money
not
ain't
about
good money.
All money
Yeah, all
ain't good
money ain't
money.
good
all
money,
money
T.
ain't good money.
Nigga,
Like,
I just told y'all I would take Diddy money. You think that I
That's
True. You don't got no
It's-
standards.
He don't care.
Yeah.
it just
He
goes
just
down
don't
to
tell it all.
like, you
as long
know.
as he don't try to penetrate me, he can smack me on the
He
ass. I ain't
can
tripping.
cut. You know what I'm saying? Say, bro.
That's why my favorite song about J. Cole is "Rich Nigga." You know, that's one of my favorites J. Cole songs. You remember that song?
I remember it, but I don't remember.
He's
the
a
song
horrible
itself.
J. Cole fan.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, yeah.
Horrible
but anyway,
J. Cole.
You know what? We're not about to start this.
But anyway,
continue. Yes,
yes.
Yes.
At the end of this song, he say, you know, how much for your soul, Anna? Like he keeps saying how much for your soul. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, he's talking about like people that rapping about this and rapping about that, you know, but knowing that they ain't about their life.
Yeah.
But he's just saying like, but how much for your soul? Like how bad do you want it?
Yeah.
Like, are you willing to go with what they want?
Yeah.
Or do you rather stick to, you know, what you believe in? So
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite J. Cole songs.
In poetry, have y'all ever come to that point where you feel like, my poems aren't hitting, so let me switch it up and do kind of what the people want? Not too far off from who you are, but it's just not who you are.
No.
Have you ever?
No.
So
Absolutely.
Your whole
I'ma
life.
tell
so
you this.
You
No.
never had that.
Nah, me and
argument in
Ryan,
your mind.
me
Okay.
and Ryan had this conversation all the time, you know, because if you start doing it, you know, if you start doing it for the, you know, for the claps and the cheers, it's not authentic no more. You know what I'm saying? And now it's becoming something else. Now, what I will say is, as a performer, I wanted to get better for the audience.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you could write. Me and Ryan were talking this morning, and I was telling Ryan, bruh, sometimes when you performing, you be saying some stuff, but you might say it so fast, ain't nobody that call.
He was telling me that this morning. He was telling me that this
You know
morning.
what I'm saying?
I agree.
So, you know, the performance is what's gonna connect with the audience. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, you know, you see me get in my zone.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to not connect with me.
Yeah.
Cause that's how I'm bringing it to
Yeah.
you. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Along with what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And this is what we always talk about. Cause if you want to go to an open mic and read off your phone, or you know, pull your little tablet out.
That takes points,
you know,
man.
You know, you can do that at an open mic, but if we gonna charge money for tickets,
Yeah. Some professionals.
now it's entertainment.
Yeah.
And you need to be you need to be a little more professional in your entertainment.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it has
Absolutely.
been times where I say, you know what? I need to change how I do this.
Yeah.
Not what I write, but how I bring it to the people. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Right. Like what they always
Absolutely.
say, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
It's how you do it.
Right.
I
you
had
know
a
what I mean?
piece that I'm going to be performing. What is June the 22nd?
June 22nd.
This Sunday. I have a piece, and I'm pretty sure with Sink and Swim, I believe I performed this piece a couple of times. But you know, as what he was saying today, you know, hey, you know, he said, Ron, you be saying some. He said, but you know, so when I slowed it down and I changed up my performance,
Oh, that thing hit different.
you would think that it was his first time hearing it. You know,
That thing hit different.
yeah. So that's what my goal is to not always slow down, because some of it is
Mhm.
But it
made
has to be
because I get in pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I get in pockets with it. Like I'm flipping the whip. I get in pockets and bring it up, bring it down, and
Yeah.
everything. But then I slow it down a little bit. So, but you know, this Sunday, yeah, it's definitely going to be something to see.
I think, I agree. I think you Ron, have a lot of like deep bars, especially the Friday one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Especially the Friday one.
Devin's
But
sister. Yeah, Devin's sister.
To Supreme's point, when you say it so fast, like
That's a slow poem though. That's a slow poem though. Like I don't really say that fast. Like
I ain't gonna lie. When I
You
hear
got,
it,
like you said, you got pockets.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
because
yeah,
you'll
yeah.
go with the high Felicia, bye Felicia, you know what I'm saying? you know, you go in pockets, but that is a slower joint than, you know what I'm
most
saying?
of my most of my hits. So all right.
Yeah.
yeah, talented brothers, man.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
but to your point though, as far as do we do what we got to do to please the people and everything? Like as poets, we have a responsibility to keep it authentic. We have a responsibility to not sell out. That's the reason why we are poets, because poets are supposed to be the fundamental, the foundation of every genre of entertainment.
Yeah.
So we have a responsibility to that. And once you start writing for the claps, like T.I. said, you know, you live by the claps, you'll die by the boos.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. Even though that, you know, we just so happen to be fire. You know, like we just so happy to be fire and everything, you know, and I stand on that, man. I believe that, you know, we had the best poets in the city. You know, you can quote me on that.
No doubt. It's, you know, I just had one of my coworkers is getting into poetry, you know, and you know, she's been out at the last 2 little poetry shows, and she's always reading off the phone. And someone else put her picture on the flyer, you know, for the upcoming show.
Yeah.
And I went to her, I said, man, You on flyers now? Girl, you big time. I said, you got to put that phone up now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
you got to, now you getting promoted.
Yeah.
So now you can't go up there with the butterflies were green in the sky. No.
Yeah.
Because now it's entertainment.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Now you got to give us something. It's a reason why you on the flyer.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got the, my most favorite poets, if I told you some of the people that I look up to in poetry, all of them are dynamic performers.
Right.
The OGs, some of the OG poets? Or what you talking
OG poets, new poets. You know what I'm saying? If I tell you I like these poets, you can believe one thing. They about to spit something and they gonna be so raw with it. Yeah, you gonna remember it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like y'all have a guy, well, I don't know if he's in y'all's crew. John LeCarvier, I think his name is.
John LeCarvier.
Shout out John L, man.
He is fire.
Yeah.
But he uses his phone.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
time.
When I've seen him, he uses his phone. He's a very good, but I
He
feel
might
like
be John James.
Yeah, you probably talking about John
the
James.
skinny, tall,
Bald
black,
head, John James.
That's John James.
John,
yeah,
I apologize.
James.
John
James.
He's good though, because I feel like
Yeah.
when he reading off his phone, it takes away. But then once you hear what he's saying, I'm like, yeah, you got it. You could read with your phone, big dog. It's fire.
Now, to his credit, he write poems on the spot.
He gets into the building and then he writes in the building.
That's a talent.
Yeah,
that's hard.
That's hard.
It is.
That's like freestyling, bro. That's freestyling is hard.
John James, he'll get in the building and look around and see what you eating, what you got going on, what you performed.
Wait. So are you telling me? Because are you telling me for the battle?
Yes.
He wrote that.
Yes.
Yeah, he wrote that in the spot.
No way.
Yeah, he wrote that in the spot.
Because he included Brianna's.
That's how.
Yeah,
that's how.
That man hard.
Yeah, that's how.
That man hard.
Yeah.
Nah.
Hey, pause.
Where you go? Why you at the tournament,
I ain't
man?
say nothing.
I know, but he looked at you.
I said it in my head, but I was like,
He said, that man hard.
Come on, man.
Oh,
Come on.
that man hard.
Look.
Oh.
These boys crazy.
hey, do you want me to rock and slap you on the ass? Huh? Do it jiggle? Do it jiggle?
I ain't gonna lie. I've been working out, so mine don't jiggle. I ain't gonna lie.
What, you been slapping yourself on the ass?
Nah, squat.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just telling you.
But yeah, man. Shout out to the poets though, man, out there, man. You know, we get a lot of hate, man. You know, but it's all love. Where we at, man. You know, we welcome all walks of life. You know, we just serious about our craft, and you know, we protect home, and we're gonna keep going. We ain't gonna stop, man. We took over 3 summers.
Come on,
everything, you know, and you know, I got a shout out to Supreme, you know,
thank you for coming, my boy.
You know, for stepping up, man. You know, like that's my guy. This my, you know, we click.
Supreme, let me ask you one last question. So I know you said it earlier, but I'm gonna be more specific. So are the poems you writing for the Madness, they're new? You're writing brand new poems?
Yeah, I'm writing new pieces, bro. Like I said,
all new pieces for Summer Madness.
Yeah, this a battle.
Portrait
Dallas,
Madness.
I ain't gonna lie.
Portrait
Dallas,
Madness.
I don't know. Look, I don't know y'all, and I don't mean to know this. They disrespecting y'all. They saying they don't know nobody know y'all. I really
we
don't
just
know
telling
y'all.
the truth, man.
I really don't know y'all.
We actually doing them a favor by even.
He's still going.
Like we actually don't. No, seriously, we actually doing y'all. Nobody knows you.
Oh my
Nobody.
God.
Nobody knows you.
Nobody.
Like y'all don't. They don't even have. They don't have poems on their page. They just got music and them just all things waving their hand and everything.
Oh my God.
So what I'm saying is like, you know, like you should be saying thank you. Because when you come down here, you get to be
thank me later, like Drake.
You're fortunate enough to be on the stage with Supreme. You're fortunate enough to be next to Ron Lyrics.
Yeah.
You're like, for you to even come down here, it's a blessing because if we doing what we do, what we always do, if y'all come down here and y'all just get one punch in, it's like y'all won. It's like y'all got a victory because y'all threw a punch. So that's what I'm trying to say. We giving y'all a chance to be something because if we giving y'all a chance. We don't have to do this.
Oh my God.
We don't have to give.
Yeah.
We don't have to do this.
Yeah, you don't.
Do we have to do this?
No, we ain't gotta do this.
Nobody knows these people.
We don't have to do this.
So
we
what
don't
I'm
have to do this.
So what I'm trying to say is that you know this is an opportunity for them to come down to our audience to our building, to our microphones, with our
get-
porch. Like
a little bit of recognition.
The-
Just a little bit.
the only thing that
They get to tap into our market. You know, New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
hardest thing that they got to do is pick up that gas pump and fill up that pump
It's gonna be a quiet ride back though.
and drive down. That's the hardest thing they got to do.
It's gonna be a quiet ride back. That's what I'm aiming for, brother. You asked me about the battle.
Yeah.
I'm aiming for a quiet ride back
Oh my
to
God.
Dallas. I want everybody just looking out the window on their respective sides of the car, the van, whatever they traveling in.
I would be surprised.
God.
To be honest with you, I'd be surprised they show up. If they show up,
yeah.
if they show up, then I give them respect.
That's a side bet we got going
yeah,
on
we got
right
a side
now.
bet. Like, if they really gonna show up.
I'm expecting somebody to blow a tire or something.
All
man.
my kids
You know,
sick.
Yeah,
My
somebody
kids sick. My
yeah.
job ain't letting me off.
Yeah.
You know, like my baby mama tripping and
Yeah.
everything like that.
And to this guy that's the captain of the team,
I don't know who he is.
nobody knows who
Nobody
he is.
is.
You know what I'm saying? I looked on his Instagram page. He don't even do a poetry on there. But listen,
Oh my God.
he gonna need a couple of clips. See, listen, bro. You can get lucky. There's poets out there
Yeah.
that's doing the same poem from 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But that's their little hit. That
Yeah.
was that one.
Yeah.
That was that one when they got up there, everybody loved it and this
Yeah.
and that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? We always writing new stuff, man.
We always write.
You know
new
what I'm
stuff,
saying?
man.
And that's why I'm writing new stuff.
Look,
You know?
Look, they took it somewhere I wasn't trying to take it. I was just gonna say, y'all gotta be ready because I know what Supreme bringing. I know what a new written poem from this man sounds like. I
Yeah.
know. So I'm just like, please don't come unprepared. Then they took it to nobody knows y'all. Y'all ain't worth it. The hardest thing you gonna do is pump gas.
A bunch
Nah,
of
them boys
nobodies.
went crazy. Nah, but still, them. Just
No,
come
we're
ready,
not
man.
underestimating.
Just-
I'm gonna
just-
make
just-
this clear.
Just come ready, man.
We're not underestimating anyone. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying, oh, you know, we train for this fight like we would be training for some heavyweight people, even though they lightweights. You know what I'm saying? Featherweights.
It's-
You know what I mean?
The 5 people you're picking, I know y'all did like girls versus boys. Is it like combined or is it just men?
We got the whole Rollin
This is
Word
platform
squad.
versus platform.
Yeah.
This is platform
women
versus
and men.
platform. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're gonna have the Sabrinas on our team.
Sabrina
and everything,
Hayes.
You know, the B
B.
Blunt,
Blunt.
the Miss
Oh,
Melancholy,
Rocket.
the Rocket.
Melancholic. Brown lyrics.
And this will be my first time ready. Listen, I'm so excited because I get to actually step because shout out to the poets out here in New Orleans. But I had 3 people that ran for me.
Oh, Rand?
Yeah, he been hungry, man.
Oh, I had 3 poets that ran for me. Y'all know who y'all are.
He
and
been,
everything
he been
like that.
slobbing for the mouth about
Yeah.
2.5 months now,
so
bro.
I have an opportunity to walk into somebody in my world. It's about to be very fun. I'm very excited. Thank you guys for being the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, for being an
like-
offering, for bringing
my
an
God.
offering.
Yeah,
crazy.
I just
You know
want
what I'm
people
saying?
to come
So,
and enjoy. You know?
Are y'all? Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to come
What
enjoy.
day? July what?
July
26th.
26th.
July
26th,
26th.
Saturday,
July 26th.
July the
Please put it in your
26th.
schedule.
Yeah,
So
don't
are
miss
y'all-
that.
If
I'm
if it-
sorry. They scared to even comment on the stuff that they put out. They hide it. They want to be secret. They want to be secret. We outside with it. They want to be secret. They want to be quiet.
They don't want to
nobody-
reveal everyone.
Yeah, they want to come
So
down
you-
like they somebody.
so you like Drake? You like Drake
Okay.
when he dropped those 2 diss track. But you gotta remember, once Kendrick came out, Drake went in his cubbyhole. I'm just saying, you outside right now.
Listen,
but when
listen.
Kendrick came
I'm
I got
out,
so much to say
when
about this.
Kendrick came out, my
Listen.
boy Drake, you still the GOAT, Drake, Drizzy.
Okay.
He went, I ain't
is-
rapping no more. You took it
this
farther,
is-
you
but-
took it
but you
farther
got-
than rap.
But
I'm just
But
saying.
when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer.
I'm just saying.
I promise.
But this is not Drake and Kendrick.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is
Okay.
That would imply that these people are formidable opponents.
This is
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. This is not. This is Martin versus Hitman Hearn. What is that?
Yeah.
I don't want to fight no more.
This is what this is. I don't want to fight no more. Like this battle is about me being myself. This is not even about them. This is about can I push myself to a limit
I'm
that I
excited.
never seen before.
Yeah.
You know, this is what
I'm
this is
excited.
all about. Like,
I think I'm off
it's not
that
a-
day.
it's
And
not
if
about
I'm not
them,
off, I
like-
think I
Man,
might
brother,
be.
you don't want to miss this,
Yeah,
man.
July what?
it's
You don't want to miss this.
It's
26.
it's gonna be sloppy, bro. It's gonna be.
What
it's
y'all
gonna be-
serve? What kind of food y'all serve? I need. That's
You
how
know,
you
shout out to
remember the
Legacy,
night.
man. Shout out to Joe,
Apparently
man.
Dallas, they serving
Yeah.
them up on the plate, my boy.
Man, you
Yeah.
know,
You-
I'd be
you
surprised
don't worry
they
about no
show up.
food.
I'd be surprised they show up, man. You know, but
You know.
they don't know what they got themselves into, and you know, and the funny part about it is that I'm not playing.
So if y'all lose, are y'all going to
This
Dallas?
brother keeps talking about if we lose.
Yeah.
He ain't heard nothing
y'all-
we didn't say in the last 10 minutes.
Ain't no losing.
Listen, bro.
I'm not-
Look,
But we
bro.
supposed to
We
go
don't
back to
win.
Dallas,
We
though.
don't
We
win.
do supposed
We
to go
all
back to
going to
Dallas.
Dallas at
Oh,
some
we're gonna go
point.
to
Yeah.
Dallas.
Okay.
We going to
Okay.
Dallas. Listen, let me tell you.
gotta go
Let me
give
tell you
them
how
home
two
court
I am.
advantage.
This how two
Yeah,
I am.
yeah.
Listen, I'm not looking at this camera. This is what they about to say about me because my page is open. You know, like they page is locked and everything. So they did their little research. You know, Christina Miss All Illusion. You know, Beyonce, you know, already told them.
Beyonce, I
yeah,
like that.
she got the blonde. Listen, she already told them our page and stuff like that. So I already know what she's telling y'all. Y'all gonna come down there and y'all gonna say, "Oh, Ron ain't even from New Orleans. Ron ain't he ain't from New Orleans." That's what y'all gonna be. Y'all punchline me. But guess what? Rolling Words is.
That's right.
Rolling Words is.
He went to
That's
Campbrook.
right.
So
That's a
listen,
private school.
Rolling Words from here. Rolling Words is from here. So you know, I already know what y'all gonna say. You know, Schoolboy, probably Mama Issues, probably Supreme, this nigga, like what they gonna say? You know, you.
It don't really matter what they say.
Yeah,
you know,
like-
because the thing, and that's why I say you need clips. Because when you're always creating, you don't know what you about to get hit with, man.
Come on, man.
You don't know what you about to get hit with, bro. Are we constantly creating, bro?
Yeah.
I'm not bringing no old work, trying to make it fit them.
Yeah.
No, I'm being real specific.
Oh my gosh.
Scope with the dot.
Oh
you know
my
what I'm
God.
saying?
On the forehead.
Precise shots.
Ding ling 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 ling.
Like,
Yeah.
like Cassie.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, we done.
Like
All right,
that
that's close.
you know what
That's
I'm
it.
saying?
That's it, Ty.
Who are you rolling with?
Word!
And this is for another episode of the Curly Talk Podcast. I am your host, Mr. DHE, and these are my guys.
_T Hills. Follow me for more Cassie rubbing it on.
And I'm your boy Ron Lyrics.
I'm Def Poet Supreme. Follow me at Def Poet.
Hey,
Trying to
make
get my
sure y'all
followers
like,
up.
share, and subscribe, man. And Dallas, please be ready, bro.
Peace, love, and
That's crazy.
On